Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to watch the interview of Chrstian Horner, the team principal of Red Bull. He said a lot, and we will be seeing and hearing a lot of things. But let's watch together and see what he has to say, and we will comment his comments from the journalist that he had. So let's go and watch.
Look, I've been made aware that the Legends Parade is something that is organised by the circuit. There was no veto from my side or anything like that, and I'm sure the Legends will be in action later. Well, the relationship with Max, has always been very, very good, very strong, and he's a key part of our team. And he's our driver. He's the one that is important, obviously, to have a strong relationship with. I've never had an issue with any of our drivers, fathers in the past, and whatever Jos's issues are, I've really got nothing to comment on. But look, I think anything regarding drivers are going to be dealt with in-house before we talk to the media about it. So, anything that they're all, as I say, Red Bull racing drivers, and every Red Bull driver knows that there's always a pressure, that there's always always a scrutiny. But Daniel is in the seat, and it's down to him to make the most of that. And then it's always, as we see in Formula One, things are always fluid. I mean, that's a question you'd have to ask Toto. I thought Max was pretty resolute in what he said in this conference yesterday. He's always been absolutely consistent with that with the team. Why Toto? I think it's purely a tactic of distraction. Of course, if he does want a Verstappen for next year, then I guess Jos is potentially available.
Hold down the horses. Hold down the horses. Whoa. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So he talked about the Legend Parade. That's something legendary, but the most important thing is that he's giving hints. He's giving hints that I don't care what is going on the media, or what the fathers or the managers of my drivers are commenting or giving the media things. No one can touch my drivers. So what he said is that I cannot mess between a father and son discussion, but I can be sure that no one can touch my drivers, especially Max Verstappen. So also he said that Toto Wolff, what he's doing is strategical commenting on the news. So Toto Wolff makes a distraction by getting out a topic that it's not there, and then he said, if Toto Wolff wants a Verstappen, Jos is available. So Max Verstappen's dead, because Max Verstappen's dead. In a couple of times, he said that he wants to see his son, Max Verstappen, riding a Mercedes car. But Chrstian Horner is so sure about himself that he is saying that no one can touch my driver, my champion. No one can touch him. Still, as I'm here in Red Bull, Max is going to be with me. So that's what he's saying. And then he said that we are happy with Max. He's happy with us. And this is going to continue for a long, long time. Let's continue.
My interest is in the performance of the team. We have a wonderful team. We've got great drivers, and in Max, we've got the best driver in the world. And he came to our team as a young man, and he's grown in stature. He's grown as a driver and as a human being. And I think the way he conducts himself, the way he works with the team is outstanding. That is my key interest, and it's about the performance of the team. It's about how the team works, and of course, we've enjoyed tremendous success. Despite the distractions of this year, we still won 70% of the races, including 2 sprint races and 7 poles. We lead both world championships. So you can't control everything in life. I can't control relationships with drivers' fathers, but my focus is on the performance of our drivers, the performance of our team, and that's where it will remain.
Okay, now we have a turntable. So he's mentioning some details. He's saying that Max has been with us from his beginning, from his early ages, from 16, 17 years old. He's been racing with us. He's been developing himself while driving with the Red Bull. He's been growing up. He's being much more of a man now. He's much more of a man. He can race. He can control the situation. But he said that technically I'm not a god. I cannot control everything. But I will be sure that I will try to smooth up the situations that are happening at the moment, because the relationship between a father and son is really tight and you cannot mess around with that. The thing is that Max Verstappen is happy in Red Bull, but if something big comes up from Mercedes or other teams, he will be leaving, because today it's everything about money. That's what he's saying. Even though there is the career, in the end, they will get a lot of cash. Let's continue. Let's see what he's talking about more.
Well, look, I mean, the Dutch fans are some of the best in the world, and the following that they have for Max is outstanding, and the support and the passion that they have, how well equipped they come to the campsites. They're phenomenal, and it's great to see, tens of thousands of them here, and we hope to put on a great display, and hopefully Max will be able to do that.
So technically, what we're saying is that the Dutch fans love Max Verstappen because he's Dutch also, and they support him in every possible way. They are early in the track. They come all equipped. They come all ready, and they love to be the supporters of Max Verstappen and also Red Bull. So good for the fans of the Dutch.
Yeah, look, I've known Fred for several years, and he's a racer. He's a good competitor, and Ferrari are looking pretty together, underneath him. And I think the pressures with Ferrari are always different to any other team. Every team has different pressures, but Ferrari, you have essentially a national team, and the pressure that goes with that, and the expectation that goes with that. But look, Fred's an easy guy to deal with. He's a racer. And he seems to have galvanized the team together pretty well. So I think he seems to be doing a good job.
Technically, what he's saying that with a big team, you need to have big head. Let's say like that. The thing is that he's saying that Fred Vasseur is really a hard man. He's really a principled man. And he has turned around to the table at Ferrari. He has been updating and upgrading the Ferrari car, the Ferrari drivers, the team, and he's been improving a lot. He done a lot of things to get Ferrari not where it should be, but close to where it should be, because Ferrari is a very big team, a very historical team. Technically, Ferrari is Formula One. Technically. Without Ferrari, you don't have Formula. The F1 world is Ferrari. So that's what Horner is saying. Every team has its own principles, and Fred Vasseur is doing the best tactics in Ferrari and the best things. So he thinks that Ferrari will improve with time and will be the best team in the future. Let's go and see what other things he has to say.
I thought Mike summed it up beautifully.
And your thoughts on the C6 then?
Wonderful. It really depends what it. Where are we using the C6? Do you think?
I don't know yet.
Right. So
we have to finalize it first.
So yeah, it's another masterful product from the Pirelli range.
So the C6 is supposedly going to be the new tire that Pirelli is developing. They are saying that the C6 will be used in 2025 season, but they still need to put the teams to test the tires, and hopefully we'll see news and other things that we will be sure to post it on our channel and see how the drivers react to the tire. But we will need to wait and see what's going to happen in the near future. So let's go and move on.
I think I've still got the best team in Formula One.
Oh.
And the car has to form part of that. The drivers have to form part of that. The engineers, the strategists, everybody behind the scenes. And it's close. It's close. I mean, it's moving around from race to race. We've, in the last two races, we matched the pole time, and we were 0.02 of a second behind. In Barcelona, and we've still managed to convert those races into victories. So it is very, very tight. And McLaren probably have looked the strongest over the last 3 or 4 races in terms of competitiveness. Ferrari, made a bit of a step. Mercedes from the last races, or certainly from Montreal. So that's just healthy competition and what you get in. Regulations that there's normal convergence. I mean, I think when you look back, we've got used to winning, and it's unnatural what we achieved last year. If you look back to 2012, I think we won 7 races in total, and Sebastian winning 5 to win the World Championship. That's Formula One, and I think that we expect it to be very, very close between now and the rest of the year.
Okay. I'm gonna disagree with you in some points. Okay, you don't have the best Formula One team. Okay, at the moment, yeah, we can say that. But the best Formula One team, come on, man, Mr. Horner. We have seen Mercedes won 7 or 8 championships in a row. We have Ferrari won 9 championships in a row. You have just won 2 championships, and then you say you have the best team. Like, come on. Like, be realistic. Okay, you have the best team at the moment. You have the best driver at the moment, but everything is changing race by race because your drivers and your car is losing pace because other teams are coming up in a really fast pace, like just like you said. Just like he said, like McLaren is there. Last 3-4 races, big improvement. Ferrari, step by step, coming up, big improvement. Mercedes, big improvement. There is a fighting for the championship, and we have a lot of races, a lot of Grand Prix until the end of the season. Nothing is safe for you, Mr. Horner. Nothing is safe. So, my suggestion, be careful what you say. Be careful what you say. You might have the best team for the moment, but not for a short time. Because everything can change. In 2 or 3 races, everything can change. Other teams are doing a lot of improvements to their cars. They have found the glitches. They have found everything. They're just trying to hit the sweet spot. So, we will wait and see what's going to happen until the end of the season. And I think that, my personal opinion, Red Bull might lose this championship. So thank you everyone for watching this video with us. I hope I have been precise on commenting and doing my best reviewing Chrstian Horner's comments on this interview. And please don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. Your support is very important to us. Until the next one, bye.